version of Parks and
Oh,
Rec.
couldn't see you, didn't I?
You know, to put something out maybe a few blocks up or before the next street to give people an opportunity to turn around.
Yeah.
But I think we got someone on the phone. Do we?
Hello, Boquete Now. We're hearing you.
Hey, you're live.
Hello.
Who am I talking to?
Oh, okay. This is Roger here from my house. I'm listening to your program. Hello, Chris.
Hey, how's it going, Roger?
Who is it?
Okay. Well, it's a very odd day today. It's raining and it's very cloudy.
Yeah, you know, it's the last, 5 or 6 shows we did out here. Beautiful. Sunny, not, nice and warm, and feel like we're in like northern England or something. For those of you who don't know, Roger owns a radio station, Roger Guerra, Bianco, and he's an awesome individual, very involved in the community, and he's got his kind of finger on everything that's going on here. So how you doing, Roger?
Yeah, I'm fine, and just wanted to try your new kind of a show. No, it's a challenge. To have people calling, and it's wonderful because we want to listen to what everybody has to say, in this community, but not just in Boquete, but people are welcome to call from Bocas, Panama City, anywhere in the world.
Yeah, anywhere. I mean, we're on not just on the radio, but we're on the internet too. And getting a show like this off the ground usually takes a little while. In the first couple of shows.
I have a hard time listening to you, Al, on the phone.
Well, I can hear you pretty good. But it's like, I don't know if any of you have ever seen the movie Jurassic Park. And in the beginning of the movie, they were having a lot of troubles getting their act together. And one of the movie lines was, it's got all of the problems of a major theme park and a zoo. And when you're starting something like this, you really never know what kind of technical issues you're going to have. There's no way to rehearse it. There's no run through. There's no test.
Yeah.
And that's the nature of live radio. Anything can happen. And I know some people are reluctant to call because it's just new.
Yeah.
Maybe they've never called in on a radio show.
Maybe we make it easy for them.
Yeah.
Well, so we've all been watching. I personally have watched most of the things I'm interested in on Netflix.
Ooh.
I'm looking for something to watch. Anybody got any suggestions? Maybe call in and let's make it easy. Maybe
Yeah. What do you binge watch?
Have a great show, guys.
Thank you, Roger.
Hey, Roger,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. Roger, what do you binge watch?
Yeah, what are you watching on Netflix or Prime or whatever you got? I think
What's that?
What? We're all kind of stuck in the house, especially on the weekends. Can't really go out. Can't go out to the bars. Can't go out dancing. Can't go out drinking. So we're all kind of stuck at home at 7 o'clock from 7 o'clock on. And I know a lot of people binge watch, their favorite shows on Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever you got. So what are you watching these days on TV?
Dirty John.
Dirty John.
I watched the trailer for that. Is it good?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a true story, and I'm very interested. I think it's good. It's good.
Awesome.
I'm sure there's anything else, but it's fun. He's
Yeah, you're breaking up there, my friend.
Al, I just want to mention that yesterday I saw in the paper, I don't know if it's in the whole country or just Panama City, but I think Saturday is going to be, the quarantine is going to be from Saturday to Sunday, not from Friday. So people will be able to go out next Saturday, but don't quote me on that because I don't know if it's true or if it's in the whole country or just in Panama City.
Yeah, I think I read that. I read that on only one of the news sources. It hasn't been put out on the Minsa website yet, but I think it was La Estrella. It might have, maybe La Prensa put it out. But yeah, I did hear that, but I haven't gotten really a good confirmation of it. That would be a really good thing for the people out there in Panama City.
And I hope you find Chiquita.
Oh yeah, Chica, my dog. I have Houdini as a dog. As you know, my wife and I, we do rescues. So we agreed to foster this little dog. You probably saw it on Facebook. It's a little tiny, little black and white spotted dog. And it was okay. Now, my house is perfectly set up for little dogs. It's double fenced.
Uh-huh.
I got a fence around the house, and I got a fence in between the front and the backyard, and it's a little dog house. So he gets a little dog home. It's very skittish. She's a street dog. We really didn't want to come anywhere near anyone. We managed to get her to eat, and then my wife got her in the house yesterday. Was able to give her a bath because she was, mad and everything. And I put her in the dog house. Well, that's 2 days. So that's 2 days ago. So I come out, and she's gone. I'm like, where did she go? There's nowhere to get my little dog. I have an 8-pound dog that cannot get out of these fences. Well, she shimmied through the slats in my iron gates. Okay, no problem. She showed up again the next morning, back in the doghouse. I'm like, she knows where her food is. But I went out to Ivan's and I got more fencing. The little wire dog fence.
Right.
And every piece of fence that was exposed, I covered. Well, this Houdini dog last night in the house, she pulled the cover off the doggy door, which goes out to the back.
Yeah.
Went out the back, went under the nice. This is a 3-inch gap between the concrete and the bottom of the fence.
Wow.
She got under that and she took off. She got under that, through my driveway, and through the slats on the outer gate. This is a Houdini dog.
Wow.
And she was out all night. We couldn't find her. Well, she showed up this morning in the lot next door to me, at what used to be BQT.
Que tengo que tenerlo cerca de la bocina para
It's empty, and they knocked the sign down. But we couldn't get near her. She wouldn't let us get near her. So she's still out roaming around in our neighborhood.
Bacon, that'll
We tried everything. Maybe some onion rings. I think I have some onion rings.
The onions are bad for dogs.
Okay.
But so I know that some of you saw the Facebook post I put on. Although she is around the house, she's a runner.
Well, now it's raining, maybe she'll be like, this sucks. I want to go back to my warm,
You
cozy
would
dog
think so,
house,
right? You would think so.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the streaming, on Netflix and what we do.
Hey, before you do that, can I share a cool little thing?
Share, man. Go ahead.
I have a little puppy, and I've been working on teaching him tricks. I've had a lot more time to spend time with him.
Yeah.
Obviously. So I'm teaching him. You know the song "Who Let the Dogs Out"?
Oh yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah.
So I got him barking during the dog park. Almost.
Oh man.
About 80% of the time it works.
If you're gonna train your dog, do it right.
A friend of mine told me he got that with he's got his dog doing that. I'm like, I can do that. So it's been fun.
That would make a great TikTok post, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Go viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've managed to train my dogs to eat.
Yeah. Talented.
Yeah, they're not exactly. Yeah, I love them, but they're not exactly the sharpest dog teeth in the mouth.
Yeah.
But hey, what are you gonna do? Excuse me. And you hear me coughing. I don't have the coronavirus. I smoke too many cigarettes. It's just the way it is. But we've had to kind of change our entire lives around now in the last 6 months because there's no more going out. I haven't done karaoke for 8 months. There's no going out.
Maybe we get that online. What do you think?
I know, right? Online karaoke.
Can we do that?
I don't know.
Let's talk later.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
But we haven't been able to go out anywhere. We haven't been able to go to our favorite places and see our friends and enjoy, the live music down at Tap Out or at Big Daddy's or anywhere else. So I know a lot of people have been kind of just stuck in the house. What am I going to do? And it's a great time to catch up on your favorite shows. So, my wife and I, we really enjoy British mysteries, right? So we went through 21 seasons of Midsummer Murders. And that ran out.
How many episodes per season?
It's like 6 or 8.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah, 6 or 8. And then we watched a movie called Dead Something Fell. Dead Water Fell. With David Tennant. And that was a 4-parter. We watched that. And then we went over to Vera. Vera's a cool show. And we're on, I think, season 4 now out of 9. So that's what we've been watching. And then we have our other favorites that we're waiting for new episodes to come out, like shows like Outlander, which I think is a great show.
Yeah.
You like that medieval stuff. Not medieval, that 18th century, 19th century stuff. But we're waiting for that to come back. So, like Chris said, let's make it easy for you, What are you watching? What are you binge watching? If you don't feel like talking about, what's going on around town, that's perfectly fine. But give us a holler. And the numbers again are, I'm going to go back, 730-8508 and 6234-2614. And we will put you live on the air. Listening to Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM, Boquete Now, sponsored by
Big Daddies.
Boulder and
Tap Out Sports Zone.
Man, I tell you what, you just got that place looking so nice, man. You got the new, you got the whole.
Not many people have seen that dance floor yet.
I know, right? The last time I was there, we were there, it wasn't in yet.
Yeah.
And I remember we were trying to watch our step because you were in the middle of getting it ready.
Yeah.
And then you put the dance floor in.
Right.
And now you can't go. We're hoping that this thing is lifted soon. Obviously, we want everybody to be safe.
Yeah.
But we all miss going out. We all miss being with our friends. We all miss listening to some live music. And all the musicians that I know around town, they're all jonesing. They're like, man, I need to want to play music.
Yeah.
It's not the same now. Tim Connolly.
He's been rocking it
Man,
out.
I got to tell you
got
what,
those-
man. He does it's like every couple of days.
Yeah.
He's on Facebook Live, and he's like a one-man band, right?
He is a rock star.
And I gotta tell you what, man. I wonder if he takes requests.
I don't know. Hey, Tim, call.
Yeah, call Tim. Let us know if you take requests.
Hey, maybe you can sing a song for us.
Oh yeah, live music.
That'd be fun.
Sort of, right?
Kind of,
Still
yeah.
kind of live music.
Yeah.
I think we can.
Tim, can you do "Who Let the Dogs Out" by who sings that?
Now you're gonna make me Google? Guy, the man's forcing me to go. Let me see. Let's see. Who Let the Dogs Out is done by Baha Men. That's what it says here. Yeah, Baha Men.
Baha Men.
Baha Men.
Is that one word or two?
That's 2 words.
Right. Oh, okay.
I was told that meaning of that song was about, let's see, less attractive women at the club. But it has been,
I don't know.
It has been co-opted by pet owners everywhere. So I guess that's good, right? Live, call us 730-8508, 6234-2614. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous. We're gonna try this new format for a couple of weeks. Maybe Chris will come back next week. We seem to be a good team here, right?
Yeah, if you want me to.
It'll give it. Don't work out. We'll go back to the old format, but we just want to try something new. I know that.
Maybe we do a poll and be like, what should we talk about?
Oh yeah, a poll, a Facebook poll. Everyone loves Facebook polls.
Yeah. Everybody loves Facebook.
Yeah, you pick the topic, right? But yeah, no, it's when we were doing this in New York City. Talk radio had been around already for 20, 30 years. And when I had my time slot, it was a time that people were used to calling. It was late at night. You had your usual regular people. I had one guy who'd call me up every show. Every single show, the same guy would call me up. And he always had something different he wanted to talk about. Sometimes he was angry, sometimes he was happy, but he was very consistent. So, if you get used to this, being at this time slot, if you're up, maybe you're just hanging out in your living room or you're laying in bed listening to the radio, give us a call. We kind of had planned, which is one of the reasons why I'm really glad Chris is here. Because I had planned, when I talked about this new format with Roger, he said, well, what if nobody calls? Well, it could happen, if nobody calls. This is something that people aren't used to, and we want to give everyone an opportunity to get familiar with it, to maybe get up the courage to call in. So this is why we can talk about whatever you want, as long as keep it clean and whatnot. But I'm glad that you're here, Chris, because otherwise it'd just be the Al show.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for
not a problem.
thinking of me.
May
I throw this out there?
Throw it out.
I gotta say a big thank you to you, Al.
To me?
Yeah, because you have been very, what's the word? Not persistent, but you've been persistent, but you've been very, keeping up with all the news, keeping us all informed. I imagine sometimes you're like, God, why do I do this? And it's an everyday thing, but you've been amazing at keeping us informed and with factual information.
I appreciate that.
So,
you know why I started doing that? When this started, I noticed that very well-meaning people would post something from one of the local news places, but it was always in Spanish.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, now my Spanish is horrible, it's not that good, but it's good enough that when I do a machine translate, I go back through it and check for grammar, check for tenses, you know.
Yeah.
Half the times they used to refer to Dr. Turner as he, right? So
Uh-huh.
I go back through and fix it. But the most common request on these posts was, hey, can you translate that? Or what does that mean? Or what does it say? And I'm like, well, I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
You know, so I started translating that, especially when the numbers came out. And Mince's communication, the daily communication. And no, I actually didn't think it was going to be continuing on for almost 6 months.
Diligent, that's
No.
the word that I was
Diligent.
Yeah. You, there's another good gentleman,
Hello.
Bill Frick, he's been super diligent
Yeah,
as well.
we're gonna
yeah,
like
he
Two of
has.
you guys are really just kept us
We
informed,
have a call.
and I know it.
And there's a few other people.
We have a
in town.
call.
Oh, look, we got a phone call.
Oh, snap.
Well, you are live on the air. This is Al. Who am I talking to?
I'm a live wire. This is Joni.
Joni Fierstein.
Hello, Joni.
I've been waiting for someone to call, and I want to have to tell you that Who Let the Dogs Out was the theme song of the Cleveland Browns.
Oh.
Oh,
What are the Cleveland Browns? Is
the
that
football team.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you're just a repository of trivia, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I can't beat you. Well, anyways, I want to tell you what I watch on Netflix,
Okay.
and I want to. Maybe Chris can talk about his new vegan options. Not that
Yeah.
anybody I know wants them besides me, but I hope everyone else gets on board
Voice of
with those.
encouragement.
He's got a great new bunch.
Awesome. Thank you, Joni.
Yeah. So what are you entertaining yourself with on Netflix these days, or on anything, whatever you're watching?
Well, I like to watch the international shows, and I'm thinking a lot of the people that moved here to Boquete like to watch cross-cultural shows. So I like Victoria and Abdul. I like the Marigold Hotel, the African Doctor, the Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, the English Game, the #1 Ladies Detective Agency, and Eagle Eye, which is not international. But I just thought I'd call and talk to you guys. I like your show, and I hope other people call. Don't be shy.
You're awesome, Joni.
Yeah, you are. You are. I mean, okay, technically Roger was the first call we took in, but yeah, he owns the place.
He doesn't count. I mean, he
So
counts, but
he counts. Yeah,
he's-
but
he's-
yeah,
yeah.
he always counts. So Joni Fierstein, you are our inaugural, our first one. You have no, I won't go there.
So Joni, the unless Roger holds me to it and he wants it, I said the first caller gets a free pizza from Tap Out. So as you
Sure.
are plant based, is there somebody you'd like to give it to? Because the pizzas aren't plant based from Tap Out, or maybe you want to have a cheat weekend or
a
something.
cheat weekend. Yeah.
We could talk privately about that. I don't want to
Oh, yeah. Hey.
put you on the
I'll
spot.
tell you what. Give it to the next caller.
Okay,
Get someone
okay.
else to call that has maybe a lot more stuff to talk about than me. I just wanted to talk to my two friends and get stuff going. So
Well,
do that.
Well,
Okay.
we really appreciate it. You say
Thank you. Well,
hello
we
to that
appreciate.
wonderful husband of yours, Will.
Will's awesome.
Yeah, he is. Well, thanks for calling, Joni. We appreciate it.
Thank
have
you,
a
Joni.
Fantastical day.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, so there's a free pizza still available.
Yeah.
Who wants the free pizza? Come on, it's easy. All you really got to do to get your free pizza is call 730-8508 or 6234-2614. Now, you can't just call and say hi and hang up. It doesn't work that way. You have to have something to talk about. So what do you want to talk about? Call us. This is
There's so
Al.
many things
This
to
is
talk
Will.
about.
There
There's,
is a lot
you
of
know,
stuff to talk
What do you
about.
watch on TV? Food. What's your favorite color? What do you think about the weather?
So you got vegan things going on now, right?
Yeah, so this started because the farmers, I mean, everybody obviously has an overabundance of food right now.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the restaurants,
Yeah.
the consumer, everything's down.
People don't think about that, though, right?
Yeah, so
All this excess.
So the farmers start calling me saying, "Hey, can you? I got this. I got these jalapenos. I got this kale. I got this whatever, right?" And
Yeah.
so I would buy them and I'd run them as a special, some way, shape, or form. And I wouldn't be able to sell them, so I thought, what can I do with these? And so I started making these vacuum sealed vegan side items.
Okay.
So they're always going to be plant based or vegan, and they're always going to be 1 pound, and they're always going to be frozen and vacuum sealed. So like imagine 1 pound of kale that's cooked is the equivalent of, I don't know,
This is already prepared.
3, 4, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So everybody is tired of cooking,
Yeah.
and everybody knows how to cook a chicken breast. So maybe not everybody has the income to go buy a full meal at a restaurant,
Yeah.
and they're tired of cooking, so they can buy one of these. They're $5, and it feeds 2 to 3 people, and it supports local farmers.
Well, that's a good
We
idea
Oh,
have a call?
because we have a call.
Oh,
We
nice.
have another call. And
Winner, chicken dinner.
You are live on Boquete Now, Talk Radio. Who am I talking to?
Hey, how's it going? It's Austin Hess over here in Albra.
Oh, Austin in the house.
Mr. Panama.
What's happening, my friend?
What's going on, guys?
How's it
Hey,
going?
I just wanted to call and say hello, and did I miss you guys? I just wanted to ask Chris Young, I know you got a lot of plans to open up the restaurant scene there in Boquete. What are some of the things you're going to be doing to kind of mix it up, obviously going into the future?
Oh, nice question. I don't have a full answer for that, but there's going to be some fun thing, with all of the rules, new rules coming about. We got to definitely be different. Like one of the things I'm going to do is, I wanted to do is fondue.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
The cheese type fondue at Boulder. But I'm not sure how that works.
Very cool.
With the rules and such. But yeah, some fun stuff. I'm going to do more of a smaller menu based on ingredients that I can get here in Boquete to kind of keep the money in Boquete and
Help the
keep it
local
fresh.
farmers out.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my major goal and how I want to move forward.
Yeah, and Austin, if you don't
I like that.
If you don't know Austin, I call Austin the king of the bounce back. Because there's nothing that keeps this guy down. I mean, they just obliterated tourism, and then here's Austin with something else. It's fantastic. What are you up to now, dude?
We're actually we're getting the magazine ready. We got some unique distribution methods, so we're bringing back the restaurant magazine in October, and very excited about that. We're actually going to do an all-country edition. So yeah, it just we all got to work together and make it happen.
Yeah, you do a Facebook Live thing every Sunday, don't you?
Yeah, we do the Sunday Spin every Sunday at 3 on the Panama Good Times Facebook page, and then we do 2 Foodies in the Supermall.
Yeah, I
It
love
comes
that
out
name.
every Thursday.
I like that, dude. I liked that page just because of the name. I had no idea what it was about, but I saw 2 Foodies and the Supermodel. I said, "Oh yeah."
How can you not like that?
I
Anything
gotta
has a
be part of
supermodel in it, right?
I gotta be part of this. Food and supermodels. How could you go wrong?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just a win-win. It's a triple win.
Yeah, so what's that all
Well,
about? What is 2 Foodies except for 2 very lucky foodies?
Yeah. So obviously, concept of the show is all about supporting and giving a spotlight to the restaurant industry. These guys that are hanging in there for us. Obviously, it's tough times. Nowhere making near the same amount of money as they did before, but they're keeping their doors open. They're delivering food to us, and it's just it's something we like to do where we're actually trying 3 different restaurants of the same dish. So last week or yesterday's show was sushi. Myself and the other 2 hosts have no idea where the food has come from, so we try it, we eat it, we rate it, and we score it, and then we reveal which restaurants they came from.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
That's really cool. And you know what? If someone asked me to eat sushi and they said, "We're not going to tell you where we got it," but the fact that you're doing it on this 2 Foodies and a Supermodel thing, we could be pretty confident that it is what it is, and it's going to be really delicious.
I'm curious, Austin. Do
Well, I
you guys
have to
fill out
say-
like a preference sheet or an allergy sheet or anything, or is it just they send?
Man, this ain't California, brother.
Well, I mean, if you're allergic to peanuts, you don't want to,
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no.
Well, it depends
I'm
on
not
who you're
allergic to
feeding,
anything,
right?
thank God. But I have to say, we did the sushi yesterday, and I don't think I've eaten better sushi in my life. It was just the combination of the 3 different restaurants. It was just phenomenal. So yeah, it's a fun show. again, it's all about supporting the restaurant industry. That's something that I enjoy doing regardless of the situation we're in, and obviously now more than ever, we really need to help the restaurant industry out.
Oh, yeah,
You've always been, Austin, you've always been an inspiration, how you just, your excitement, and you always support, everything you do supports the community and other things first, and then I really appreciate that about you.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate you keeping the good flavors in Boquete. I can't wait to get back out there. I keep seeing all this Big Daddy's delicious food all over the Facebook, and I'm like, what? Burgers and Boom Boom, and it's like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to get out to Boquete.
And we can't forget
get my Boom Boom on.
We can't forget the prime rib sandwich that I had yesterday. God, that was so good.
Everybody needs some Boom Boom.
Yeah, everybody needs a little Boom Boom in their life. Yeah, go ahead and send that over for next week's show, man.
All right, I'll try down the dry ice.
That is my helicopter.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you send food by Uno Express?
You can, not cooked, but that's some of the restaurants receive shipments from Panama City via Uno Express and Lady Chivas.
Well, Austin, we really miss you out here. I mean, it's always a good time when you come visit us, and I know that you're stuck out there for now, but hopefully sometime here in the next future we could all get together and talk about everything and anything.
I think they're gonna, we're seeing here in the city as of next week, Monday, we're gonna open up quite a bit more. Men are gonna be able to go out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays again, but throughout the whole day from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and women on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So you're seeing us slow open, which is really exciting, and I think that you're going to see the whole country open up by November 1st. So, at least internally, so we can move around and go enjoy our holidays in Boquete and on the beaches, because we have so much outdoor nature that, we should be out enjoying, especially during these times where you can't really be inside and close to people, go out and hike, go out into the beaches, go surfing, go fishing.
And don't forget,
enjoy the outdoors.
And don't forget, over 900 species of birds.
And actually, now they're telling me it's 1,000. During COVID, we had the bird day where they count birds throughout the world, and now we have over 1,000 birds in Panama.
So we got to redo that ad, man. That spot.
That's super cool.
So, yeah, super cool.
Right, well, dude,
1,000 different species of birds in Panama.
It's Justin. Whoops, Austin. It's always good to hear from you, man. It really is, and we're so thankful for everything you do for Panama. That's why we call you Mr. Panama.
Mr. Panama.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Good. I hope you guys have a great show, and thanks for taking my call. And make it a beautiful Friday.
Thanks for calling. And you know what? If you get a free pizza, but if you want to pass that on to the next caller, you can do that too.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a free pizza?
Yeah, you're the winner chicken dinner.
Oh man.
So the woman before is a plant-based diet, so she decided to pass it on to the next caller, which is you.
Yeah, man.
Can I do something a little bit more interesting?
Whatever you want, man. It's your world.
For the next person to order at Big Daddy's, I'm giving my free pizza to them.
Oh! I dig it.
Mr. Panama.
So
pulls it out of the hat.
now you can get like some Boom Boom, and then you get a free pizza. I mean, come on, that's a good Friday.
I just got a good idea. Boom Boom Pizza.
Boom Boom Pizza.
Chuso.
I'm gonna name it after you, Austin.
Call it, what are you going to call it, the Austin?
Mr. Panama Pizza.
Mr. Panama. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Boom Boom Pizza. I'm just thinking about how that
Oh, God. Yeah, I got to get over to Boquete now. We got to get some Boom Boom Pizza going.
Well, thanks for calling, my friend.
Awesome, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you. And you guys have a great day. Have happy Friday, Boquete.
You too. Thanks, Austin.
So that was Austin. Austin's been on the show a couple times.
Yeah.
I know that, yeah. He was on a few months ago talking about what the future might hold for Panama, and as things unfold, he was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
But that's his thing. That's Mr. Panama.
I love that guy. He's just full of energy and excited. And as you said, he keeps plugging like the Energizer Bunny.
I know, right?
Keep moving, and he's always got some
I think I'm going to take
amazing ideas.
I'm going to take his head and like Photoshop it onto the Energizer Bunny and send it off to him. So, you're listening to Boquete Now, Talk Radio, Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM. Our phone number here is, let's see, scroll, 730-8508. That's the hard line. WhatsApp is 6234-2614. And if you don't think we're having a good time here, I'll tell you this: we only got 10 minutes of the show left. This thing went by so fast. And you know what? The call-in show, talk show I did in New York was 3 hours. It was a 3-hour show.
Wow.
And it went by pretty fast.
Really?
Yeah, it did go by pretty fast. Now, of course, you know, you're talking to there was always somebody on hold waiting to call in. So the next person who calls in, orders from Big Daddy's, gets the free pizza.
Yeah.
Right? So, Come on, man. I know we can't have parties at the house anymore, but surely you can find a way to eat a Big Daddy's meal and eat an entire pizza.
Well, just throw it in the fridge and you got your weekend.
Leftover pizza. Now, there's a topic.
So in Kansas City, where I'm from, there was a restaurant. They did a Sunday brunch. And on that brunch was cold pizza.
Cold pizza.
That was a thing.
It was.
Cold pizza's the best, right?
Well, I'm not a big fan of cold pizza, but I did find a way, because you throw pizza in the microwave, it's no longer pizza. It's a rubber pie.
It's kind of like a Hot Pocket meets something.
A rubber band.
Yeah.
No, so what I was watching TV, and this guy comes on with these life hacks, his YouTube, these kitchen hacks.
Yeah.
So he pulls the pizza out of a couple of slices of pizza out of the oven, gets a skillet and a paper towel, dips the paper towel in olive oil, and coats the bottom of the pan, and puts the slices of pizza upside down, cheese side down.
Interesting.
And just kept it over the heat for maybe a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. Then turned it back over and covered it for about a minute. And the guy says, "Yeah, this makes the pizza taste like it's fresh out of the oven." I'm like, "Well, I gotta try this."
Yeah.
Because I happen to have had pizza in the fridge, and I really don't like cold pizza, and I tried it. So there's your kitchen hack that actually does work. About a minute and a half on the cheese side, flip it over, cover it, and then it's nice and crispy, and the cheese is all gooey, and it tastes great.
I'll have to try that. You know what I do with cold pizza, and I do this at the restaurant because I don't have a deep fryer at my house, but I'll take the cold pizza and I'll batter it, deep fry it.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
Is it good? Because I have a deep fryer at the house.
Yeah, so you take your pizza and then you just dip it in the egg wash, which is like egg and then you throw a little flour, batter it up.
Yeah.
And then I normally do it 2 times, so it's that thicker crust. Drop it in, and kind of you gotta do something that floats a little bit. So push it down. It gets crispy, delicious, and then.
Now I don't have a commercial deep fryer like you do. I've got, what do they call it? It's not the Fry Daddy. It's the big one, the Granddaddy.
Yeah.
That's about 8 inches.
What's the most interesting thing you've ever fried?
Twinkies.
Twinkies.
Fried Twinkies are fantastic.
That's a Texas State Fair thing.
There's a reason I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
I fried Twinkies. I fried Oreo cookies.
Yeah.
I've tried frying butter.
It's hard. You gotta freeze it.
But I didn't know that, right? Because at the North Carolina State Fair, everything is fried.
That's the deal,
right?
That's the thing, yeah.
And I went and I saw fried butter.
Yeah.
I said, well, I love butter. So they took they had little pats of butter.
Yeah.
And with, I guess, the egg wash or whatever is on it. It was. I did not realize that. You see, I was today years old when I just learned from Chef Chris that has to be frozen. Because as soon as I put the butter in there, it went.
Yeah.
It was gone.
I fried gummy worms one time, and they ended up dissolving, and it was a hollow crust, but it had this sweet colored goodness.
Oh, wow.
So it was kind of cool. I deep fry a lot of things.
Wow.
I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a good time.
I thought about at the state fair. Excuse me. They had deep fried ice cream.
Yeah.
I have not figured out how to do that.
You gotta freeze it super hard. And really, all that is just toasting the outside of whatever it is you roll it in. That's the deal.
Cooking tips with Chef Yellow.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's
that would be a good topic. Not me, but people calling in with cooking tips. There's a lot of very talented.
Maybe we'll do that.
People
maybe
in the
we'll do that
kitchen.
next week.
Here, we'll get there.
You want to come back next week?
Yeah, I can come back.
All right. Well,
Let me just double check a couple things, but yeah,
do a Chris and Al show.
it'd be fun.
Yeah, cooking. This I learned. When I was recovering from my surgery last month, Margie Brooke, wonderful person. She put out this calendar, for people to come and bring me food.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
then I saw your pictures. I'm like, oh my gosh,
I know. Well, you see, that's what happens when you have a plastic surgeon operate on you.
Yeah.
There's not much of a scar left. But some of the things that people have brought over, one of the reasons why my diabetes was out of control, my fault, okay, is because when I first got diagnosed, I was told this is what I have to eat. These are my limitations. So I went to the grocery store, and I got all the sugar-free stuff that I could find, and most of it went in the trash, which was horrible. So I gave up on it. I was like, well, screw this. I can't if I can't have my Oreo cookies in I don't want to live, which is not true. So
Oreo cookies are vegan, by the way. Just throwing it out there. Yeah. But they're not good for you.
No, they're
Or not, yeah.
So when people started bringing stuff over, Margie and my wife put on there, he's diabetic, so we can't have a lot of sugar and whatnot. So people started bringing over this keto stuff.
Yeah.
Never had any of that before. Never even knew it existed. I knew that it existed, but I didn't know what it was. And for the 2 weeks that I got that food delivered to me, it completely changed my eating habits.
Really?
Because now I know that there's stuff out there that's actually healthy for me that tastes really good.
Yeah.
And, you got unbelievably fantastic cooks out there, Brandy Gregory, great cook. You got Kathleen Frederick, great cook. Leslie.
Yeah.
Leslie's Meatloaf, right?
Yeah.
But everything that I ate was healthy. And a lot of it was vegan, or vegetarian at least.
Wow.
Someone, I can't remember who it was, and she's going to be very mad at me, I'm very, very sorry, but made these zucchini boats,
Oh.
right? And in the zucchini boat was sausage and cheese. So it was like protein and vegetables. There was no carbohydrates in it, and I scarfed that down.
Sounds delicious.
It was very good. So, yeah, maybe we can do that,
Call in with your favorite recipe.
and maybe we'll have a
And
prize.
my favorite one, maybe we feature it as a special at one of the restaurants.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
You could be famous.
No.
Well, we're already going to have the Boom Boom Pizza and Mr. Panama Pizza.
Mr. Panama Pizza, yeah.
Maybe you can get like a temporary dish named after you or something. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, look, we got a couple of minutes left. So before we close out, is there anything you want to let everyone know about what's going on with Daddies or Tap Out or menus or anything like that?
No. I started this vegan side dish thing, and it's just mainly just to support the farmers, have some fun in the kitchen. I don't know how long it'll last, but during the quarantine, you can get these sides for $5. They're a pound. There'll be 2 to 3 options every week, and it's based on what I'm getting from the farmers. Right now, I have a jalapeno and cabbage sauerkraut fermenting. I did a smoked lentil and basically a smoked lentil shepherd's pie with a red miso puree, potato.
And this is really good for the bachelors out there, or the single guys, because I could tell you when my wife goes out of town, I'm really good at making like a dish. Like I have no problem with a chicken breast, or ribs or whatever. But I totally suck at sides.
Yeah.
And every time it was my turn to cook dinner, even when, everyone was living there, my wife would call me up. She goes, so what's for dinner? I said, well, I made a meatloaf. She goes, what sides did you make? And then there's this awkward silence.
Doritos.
Fried Twinkies. But a lot of us I know, and I've had this conversation with other guys, we can make one thing, but not a side.
Yeah.
Now this is something that's already cooked.
Yeah,
right?
it's ready,
vacuum sealed, ready to go. So you can be the star of your next party.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we can't have any parties left, can we?
Yeah.
Well, you can really enjoy this stuff. I know that I'm really horrible with stuff like that. So how do we get that?
CYsides@gmail.com.
C like the letter C.
C is in Chris, Y is in Young.
See,
Sides
I see
is
what you did
in
there.
side items. So CYSIDES @gmail.com. Just send me in, and then I'll add you to my to my list, and it comes out every week. It's just like I said, couple items, couple options. 1 pound of cooked. So for example, a pound of cooked kale. Do you know how much kale that is? Actually, that's like 3-4 pounds of kale.
It's a lot of kale.
They're all chef-driven, like type stuff with some of the the kale I used a Persian blue salt. It's pretty cool.
Cool. Wow, that's CYChristiansides@gmail.com. We are about out of time. Joni, thank you for calling in. Roger, thank you for calling in. Austin, always a pleasure to hear from you. Hopefully, we can get some more of you to call in next week. I'll be putting a bunch of stuff out on social media. In the meantime, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you very much, Chris, for joining me.
Yeah,
And
thanks for having me.
Hopefully, you can come back next week. You've been listening to Boquete Now, Talk Radio on Radio Cherokee 103.3 FM, sponsored by
Big Daddy's, Tap Out, and
Boulder 54. Y'all have a great day. Paz un dia.
Ciao.
Thank you, Bolivar.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
I congratulate you because I heard of a fine call. There were a few there, yeah. Great. It's a challenge, man.
It takes a while to get.
I know.
Like that. And we're hopefully Chris will come back next week.
He does great.
We always did good.
Yeah.
On the show, yeah.
We have good chemistry.